Alright guys, how you doing? It's me Alan here at LFC Red Chat. Go ahead and go follow me on Twitter at LFC Red Chat, and I'm also on Facebook under the same name. So this is my third attempt to join this video. Apparently my iPad is filling up pretty rapid at the moment. So I deleted a couple of things, so hopefully this will last because I really can't be bothered going for a fourth time at this time of night. Okay, but super sub goes to Jamie Harrison. Thank you very much, Jamie, for subscribing to my channel. If you too as well, sitting there at home, want to subscribe to this channel, get your shout out, help out your Twitter account or whatever else, I'll do that for you. Just click on the box above my head to subscribe to the channel, and you two will be next up on the list to get your shout out. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jamie. That means a lot. So let's get stuck in. This video was requested by Chrissy. He wanted to, I think it was in relation to Koptalk's video. And if you're wanting to know what's really going on behind the scenes, Koptalk does a lot better video than what I'm going to do today. This is more going to be from a fan's point of view, with foreign owners being from Dubai. Koptalk does a very, very good video on the people and how much money they have and everything else. So if you want to go look at that, I'm going to add a link down below. I'll add in at Duncoldom onto it, and he can go through to the different things. So summary of what's going on really: John Henry and Rick Parry, former Liverpool executive, are out in Dubai. The official party line was that they're out in Dubai looking for some sponsorship, a couple of different things, but it wasn't specifically Liverpool related. But if you're going out there to Dubai, why would you take out a former Liverpool executive with you if it wasn't anything to do with Liverpool? So that's what he says. Apparently there's been this Dubai investment before FSG, and I think it was even before George Gillette and Tom Hicks were involved with the club, and they were looking to get into it. So this has been lingering for a while. But and the main man is actually Man City's owner's brother. Apparently he's a Liverpool fanatic. He's deep into Liverpool. He loves the club. He wants the club to do well. Apparently he's willing to invest if it comes about at the right sort of terms for him. So what Dunk goes on to say is that they've got all this money. They're looking to maybe buy up Anfield, buy up Liverpool. But it looks like FSG isn't really ready to sell. If it was to come up, they'd probably sell after they do the extension onto Anfield and probably pack up the bags after that. Make a little bit of money out of the club, go about their way, and sell it to the Dubaians, if you can call them that. That's their plural name. But this video is going to be more about, from a fan's perspective, looking at it, the positives, the negatives, to see if this is something that would really work out for Liverpool. So I jotted down a couple of positives right here. Positives: more money to spend on players. You look at Man City, you look at Chelsea, the millions they can throw at players to snap up and buy whoever they really want. They don't really have a wish list. It's more who they're really going to add to the team. Liverpool at the moment are buying players within their pricing structure, within their wage structure, which can at times restrict the player that we can get. But I'm sure if a player of ability, of world class pedigree, came about and Liverpool really wanted them, they can stretch to that. They're not going to go out and wildly spend whatever millions on a player like Di Maria or pay loan fees and everything else for Falcao. I don't think so. I don't think that would be in the interest of FSG, because they're trying to make money out of Liverpool. And they're a business, and if they're willing to invest and try and make a dollar or a pound here or there, fair enough to them. So that was one positive. Second positive would be that the Dubaian owners, potential owners, would be passionate about Liverpool, something that FSG isn't completely. They own us and they own the club and everything else, but they're not football people, and that's something Dunk makes very, 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 very obvious in his video. They're not Liverpool people. They're not not Liverpool people, but they're not football people, they're baseball people, and they're investing in Liverpool to make $1 to £1 or £2 out of the club. So there you go. The cons though, I do see a lot more cons at the moment. A bit pessimistic, but at the moment I do see a lot more cons in this situation than positives. But all that money on players, probably outweighs these cons I'm going to bring up anyway. One thing I do not like, the revolving door managers at clubs like Chelsea. Okay, they seem to like Mourinho, and if it wasn't for Mourinho and bust up before with Romanoff, is it Romanoff? I can't remember. It wasn't Romanoff though. Isn't he the owner of Hearts up in Scotland? I think I'm mixed up now. It's too late. It's not Romanoff. Whatever his name is, down there in Chelsea. If it wasn't for a bust up between the two of them, I can't believe I said Romanoff. If it wasn't for the bust up between the two of them, Mourinho would have been there for all the years that he was away. Okay, I feel that way because I think Mourinho really likes Chelsea. I don't know, he just loves it. He loves it there. He really likes it. I don't think he really fit in at Real Madrid, Inter Milan. I don't know. I think he more so that was a stepping stone for him. He did well there, but I don't know if that's where he really wanted to be. Real Madrid, they just didn't really understand. They didn't want to play the kind of football he was playing. But anyway, I'm getting away from it. The revolving door managers, they went through, Mourinho, Avram Grant, Di Matteo, to Ancelotti, to Gus Hiddink. They had a whole number of. They even had Scolari at one point as well, didn't they? And then they had a couple in between. I just wouldn't like to see that. I want to see someone that's coming in, staying for a while, really putting a stamp on a team, building a legacy of a team, going for a while. I would really like to see that, and not just a new manager every season as we buy players. It's just a personal opinion. For me, also another con, I don't think players like Sterling would get the chance in a Liverpool team that has multi-millions to break through into the team like he has. I think it stifles it. You can see it over there at Man City now. They're buying up players like Sinclair. They bought up Milner and really stifled his progress. They've bought up people like, who was the other one? The Everton boy. Not Barkley. Told Barkley not to go there. But you know who I mean. They bought him up. They buy all these players. They've got all these players in their academy that just get loaned out to like Scottish clubs. St Mirren and Celtic up in Scotland. They've got a whole bunch of their players, and that's where their academy players go, and you never see them. And you break into the first team, because why would they break into the first team if you're not going to be world class at 19 years old? You're not going to get in, because they're just going to go buy somebody, and put them in. So what's the point in developing young youth? You're only going to develop them to sell them on for 2, 3, 4 million or whatever and get them out of there, unless you have that one gem that comes through. Another one, I don't want a squad of Milners, and by that it kind of goes back to the bit where they just snap up players. If you're good for that team, we're going to snap you up so you don't play good against us again. Chelsea did it when they got it. Wayne Bridge, they bought him up. Johnson, they bought him up. They bought a whole bunch of players where you really look back and you go, really? You paid X amount of millions for Wayne Bridge? And then you see at Man City as well, you paid blah 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 for whoever, for like Sinclair. They bought Sinclair up. And, the boy was never going to get a chance. Sometimes I think of these players and think, are you that? Does the money mean so much to you that you don't want to even play? You know what I mean? Would you rather find a balance of playing time and wages, and maybe you make a little bit less wages but you play more? You'd rather do that? I would find that for me, but I don't want a squad full of Milners, is what I'm saying. James Milner as well, he comes and he goes, he's barely in the team. What's the point? What's the point? Where he could be somewhere else, starring for a team, being the main man, but he's happy and content to sit on the bench. I don't get it. So that's really my opinions on it. There's positives. The big one is that you would have more money to spend on players. You can finally bring in the people like the Silvas, the Kun Agueros, the when he was younger, you know, the David Villas that we tried to before, and all three of those players we tried to get in at Liverpool, and we didn't. They were either offered more money or they wanted to stay at Valencia at the time, and all the rest of it. But you know, you could really go out and get and just cherry pick your players from everywhere instead of trying to go out and find a couple of hidden rough gems, younger boys, and try and polish them up a little bit. But that would be nice. That would be great. I was thinking about it earlier. You know, you could just go out and you go buy somebody. I wouldn't want it to be reckless though. I wouldn't want to be getting into the Falcao sort of range for 20 million for the loan, just to loan the player, then paying him £350. That must be close to 500 to $500,000 a game, a week, not even a game, a week. It's unbelievable the amount of money. I don't want to be a team that recklessly spends, and I don't want to be a team that stifles players just because they want to buy them. You know, and they may not make it through to the first team and be regular. I don't want to be that kind of club. I don't want to be. It's not the. Everybody talks about the Liverpool way and stuff like that. It's not. I wouldn't say. It's how Liverpool goes about its business in tradition, but you know, it is. Man City have 2 league titles. They do. It's undeniable they do. You know, and we haven't won a title since I was born, back in 1990. So, you know, something has to change. Some owners with a little bit of investment in the team would be nice. It would be nice. And I'm not saying that FSG doesn't invest in the team. I would like to see FSG pay suitable transfer fees for these players that you're bringing in. Like Markovic should never have been 20 million. Lovren should never have been 20 million. They get stuck in this 20 million figure for some reason. It's like they must go to whoever, the club, and they go, so we want Lovren, okay, he's 11 million, 20 million. No, we said 11. We said 11 million for him. No. We'll give you 20 million for him. And we'll take him right now. They're like, okay, you know, we'll come in for Markovic. Okay, we want 12 for him. 20 million. Okay, I guess so. You know, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be that recklessly spending. I want to pay, you know, reasonable fees for these players. I guess you're one of the best of both worlds. You're not going to get reasonable fees, especially from Premier League clubs. Do you think it's ridiculous how much players that play in English football cost? And you look at it compared to other players that are going about, you know, like, what was it, like 4 million for Lallana. And you've got people shouting from the hilltops for Royce, and his buyout clause is 25 million. Could be as cheap as 19. And you think to yourself, that's a player that if but for injury would have been a World Cup winner. You know, played Champions League final, all sorts of stuff, and you're paying more money, or at least the same as, for someone who played for Southampton last year, who's 26 and just. Something I don't agree with is the amount of money we spend on some players, where I think Liverpool just get ripped off at times. But that's a video for a different day. So from a fan's perspective, it'd be nice to have more money to spend on players, to spend on good quality players. But I wouldn't want to be mugs about it and be sacking managers and stifling talent and just snapping up players just for the sake of it. Okay, so that's my points. I would love to hear you guys' stuff down below. If you want to add your comments down below, I reply to all of them. And make sure I do. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you liked it. If you didn't like it, always remember to subscribe up at the top. Thank you very much. You'll be added to my list. And Have a good one, guys. Make sure you look out for more of my videos coming out on similar stories, see we're entering into the break. Have a good one, be safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.